Don't you know that's the way it goes? I want you in love, can't ever get enough. I'm not giving up, I want you in love.
So I'm John, I sing, I play guitar.
I'm Jack, I play the drums. I'm Ryan, I play keys and I sing.
And I'm Greg, I play the bass. We are collectively Ocean Grove. We're from Los Angeles, most of us. And we're in Philadelphia right now.
When did you guys first develop an interest in music?
I was
We were little kids.
young guys.
Little kids.
We were all kind of into music from a young age. I didn't start really playing music seriously until I was 13. I heard my dad in ski racing accident. I picked up guitar after that, kind of off to the races. I always sang, I was in musicals when I was like young. And that didn't really ever... My mom was more into it than I was. So it wasn't really my preferred genre. I was a rock and roll guy from the get-go. So my mom would be like, hey, let's listen to this Fiddler on the Roof CD. And I'd be like, can we listen to Nirvana? But it was still fun, and I learned a lot doing that.
When did you guys all meet each other, and what were your first impressions of each other?
I met John 6 years ago, and we went out to get pizza together, and he was really nice. Little did I know what a jerk he would be.
True story. True story.
He was cool. I think I met Jack like 4 years ago on Thanksgiving Day, and I had some really crazy bleached blonde hair. It was terrible bad time in my life. And I think I threw Jack off a little bit.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
he did. I walked onto the bus and I was like, oh man, am I gonna have to have crazy bleached hair to do this gig on?
I met Ryan in the hotel lobby of Roger Williams Hotel in New York City. We had flown Ryan in to audition him, and I had to go meet him in the lobby because it was my job to do so. He was wearing a floor-length leather trench coat.
I think he was in the Matrix.
I have no idea what was going on.
We thought he was a big hippie at first. Actually, I think we were like, do you like eat meat?
Yeah, we were going to lunch the first day, and I was like, do you eat meat or are you vegan, remember, just because of his twisty hair? And I didn't know what, I never judge a book by its cover. Because Ryan was like, yeah, can I get a bacon cheeseburger?
Ryan's a foodie.
I am. I love food.
So how did the idea of Bulldozer come about, and how did it segue into Ocean Grove?
Leave that one to Ryan or Jack.
Jack and I were in London, England, that is. We were out having a good time, just in the town, checking things out, and it got real late. It was probably like 2 or 3 a.m. We got back to our hotel, and we'd come up with this idea on our journey around London that we should start a band because the four of us do what we do, and it was like, we're already together playing music all the time. Why don't we just make our own music and do that? So we went into John's room in the middle of the night and woke him up and told him about our great idea in a state of deliriousness, and then also went to Greg's room and did the same thing, and they both told us to get out.
We had just flown over to the UK, so like we were pretty jet lagged. And I had like fallen into that bed pretty hard, and these guys come banging on my door at like 3 in the morning. I said, what's going on? And they're like, we got an idea, marching around the room, and everything was crazy. And I was like, okay, sure, good idea. I didn't think anything would ever really become of it. And here we are today, Ocean Grove.
Yeah. Actually, an early name we had that night, we went down to the bar and kept thinking of band names, and an early name was, Hey, What's That? That one didn't stick. Yeah.
What's the most embarrassing moment you've had on tour?
On tour.
On this
It's
tour?
only been a week.
On any tour?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, on stage, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Oh, I fell over it.
That's right.
Where did I eat it? Where was
A
that?
couple times.
You've eaten it.
Walking down some stairs on stage.
Oh, I've never really, like, the only time I fell was the time I, like,
This
fell
myself.
and hurt myself. I, like, was running up to get up on my riser, and it was dark, and I stepped on, they had, like, fake stairs, and I stepped on the stairs, and they literally just went straight out from under me. I had the guitar on, the guitar was on, loud, huge PA, and it just, like, hit in the stomach, knocked the wind out, just like, it's like, flew, and it was making a noise. And the dudes turn around, and they look at me, and they're like, because I'm just like, and I couldn't breathe. It was like that was going on. I had that scenario, you know, and I just got up and was like trying to play the next song. It was really kind of crazy.
My most embarrassing moment on stage is every night on stage with these guys. Just joking. I don't know. I can't think it's good.
What's the worst thing about being stuck in a band with each of you for hours on end?
The smell?
I think it's actually the energy that can't go anywhere because you're just stuck in this little seat and you just want to get out and like go run around and like throw a baseball around or something.
We
You're
all
just
just
stuck in this
like
little.
styrofoam. Like, I just refreshed the Google Maps thing alive.
Yeah, everyone's phones are always dying.
So, like, what's the first thing you do when you get out of that band?
I run the bathroom.
Yes.
That is definitely
Yes,
true.
run to the bathroom. I stretch in the van. There's a little bit of room. You can get
Hey,
some
John's
light.
stretching. Surprisingly flexible.
Like, most of you guys are pretty tall, so it's probably all at one.
No, not a lot of like.
Your
I'm
legs
not very
go
tall, but-
numb quite often.
Can we expect any shows in Ocean Grove?
Well, that's
She actually went to Ocean Grove, New Jersey.
I'm like 15 minutes away.
awesome. It was an amazing place. I don't know where we would play. I mean, Asbury, sure.
Play the
We
church.
played a great
Stone
auditorium.
Pony.
Stone Pony, but those are all Asbury. That's all
Yeah.
Asbury Park.
But we could do that.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
Dude, Billy Gannon's
I mean,
house.
I wouldn't be surprised if we played a show at the Saint or the Wonder Bar or the Pony in the next couple months. I wouldn't be surprised if we showed up there. We love that area. Definitely. We're actually going over there tonight.
Oh yeah.
Are you excited for that?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're stoked. Couldn't be more excited actually.
I've never been, but I've heard I have friends there.
It's a lot of fun.
Do you guys prefer live shows or recording?
I like playing live. I like playing live. Recording is fun, but it's also kind of tedious. It's cool. You get to kind of bring an idea to life. But me personally, I like being on stage.
Yeah, they're just two different things. I really enjoy being in the studio. It was fun with us because these songs, when we went into the studio, were just acoustic demos. They'd never been played as a band, and we arranged it all on the fly while we were recording them. So that was fun because it was like literally nothing turning into a full record, which was cool.
So
That's
how long did it take you to write and record this for this?
We did 14 songs in 2 weeks. Yeah, so that was about a
We had
song a
written
day.
most of that beforehand.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know exactly how long that was, but
That's 6 months of writing.
How did you
Yeah.
decide which songs made it onto the?
Actually, whatever song got written, usually. There weren't very many that got
Yeah,
passed
well,
away.
that's not true. But we had a handful of songs that we didn't end up recording, and then we're kind of picking them. We have 2 more EPs worth of material ready to go. We're just kind of waiting to put them out.
So we were actually gonna ask you a question about men, but then you guys brought it up.
Yeah, we wrote that down, and then we got a tweet, and you guys brought back then, and we're like, that was our question. Why didn't we bring it back?
Last night.
Yeah, it
Last
was.
night had some cool tunes, and we had a good.
A 6-minute Beethoven song in the middle.
I had a music class last semester, and we had to research and write about a song that we wouldn't normally listen to, and I used some of the songs you guys used.
There you go. You know what's funny? Because I said to Ryan last night, I said if we were a radio station, we would go out of business because we're like all over the map with what we were playing. But I think that's what's cool about it is you
like
hear a
so
bunch of songs you
Like,
wouldn't
whose
normally
iPod do
hear.
you use? Do you rotate?
Yeah, we use our
Everyone
song,
takes a
right?
turn.
Song
We go in
switches.
circles.
Yeah, every song you switch.
Is there a song that you wish you had wrote but didn't?
Yeah.
Every Beatles song.
What's the most embarrassing song on your
iPod?
I have a song called, I don't even know who it's by, I don't even know why I own it, but it's called Poop in a Jar. I don't know what it's about. It's on my iPod. I
It
listened
sounds like
to
it's
the other
about
day.
poop in a joke.
It's like a country song.
Yeah. If I like something, I feel good about it. Have them like 2 minutes. If I like a song, I don't believe in the guilty pleasure per se. People are like, "Oh, what's your guilty pleasure with music?" And people will be like, "Oh, well, I'm a closeted NSYNC fan or something." And it's like, well, if you like NSYNC, you like NSYNC, and that's cool. Don't feel guilty about it. So, I don't know. I'm not embarrassed by anything on my iPod.
Who was the first concert each of you have been to?
Well, the first real concert I went to was REM at Hershey Park Stadium. It was in 7th grade. Radiohead was opening. It was awesome. Yeah.
Mine was Tom Petty at Target Center in Minneapolis. And it was, I think I was also in 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade. So I was like 12 or 13.
Who are you, Josh?
big concert I think was Blink-182. I can't say
I think I saw a band that inspired me to start playing bass called MXPX. Like when I was, I think, 12 or something at a small club in Sayreville, New Jersey.
What's that?
Starland Ballroom.
That was Chrome then, right?
No. Oh yeah, Hunka Bunka turned into Chrome.
Hunka Bunka?
Yeah.
That's a horrible name.
Believe it or not. Yeah, I was there.
Wow, that's a terrible name.
Now we just have some random questions at the end. Just answer with like, who's the most likely to do this thing? So who's the first one up in the morning, usually?
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Who spends the most time on their hair?
True. It's definitely John.
Who's the most likely to cry during a chick flick?
Ryan or Greg. No, Greg doesn't cry.
I don't really cry.
I don't think any of us would cry during a chick flick.
Yeah, I don't think so
I'm
either.
not a big crying man.
Who would get the furthest on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I would.
John, I would.
Who's most likely to get lost while driving?
Well, we have the
I'd say,
GPS.
I would. Yes, I
Even
would.
with
Who's most likely to buy something from an infomercial?
Well, I wouldn't do that.
me. I could buy into that stuff so easily. I've definitely done it before too.
And who has the biggest crush on Daniel Craig?
We all do. Greg, I don't know. Greg might.
I have a shrine to him. I should go.
Yeah, he's got a picture.
Yeah, he's got framed photos all over the apartment.
For sort of a joke. Sort of.
But
That's why we have that 007 theme too.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Alright,
Well, that's it. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for making time for us.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being there.
Can't